Another great interview segment from the Racing Insiders Show.
With us now, Pat Moro, 2010 Super Production Champion, U.S. Rally Champion. He's got a new announcement to make. He's been in Global RallyCross for a couple of years, and now he's bringing a new factory, GM, into the program with him. Pat, how'd you pull that off?
Well, it was a little bit of good luck. You know, we've been a long-time supporter of Chevrolet, and, you know, we made the call to Chevrolet and said, look, you know, we'd like to get involved with the Chevy Sonic program. They came down, saw what we had in mind, and, you know, one thing led to another, and next thing you know, we're building 2 Chevy Sonics for the GRC RallyCross series.
We're getting a lot of interest that people are wondering what you've been doing. You were in Global RallyCross last year. Chevrolet came to you, or you came to them? How did it all happen? Did it happen easily, organically? What happened?
You know, I pretty much beat their door down, hung outside their house, waited in their bushes, you know, roped them into it, and then you know, we've been talking with Chevrolet for quite a long time, and I think the Chevrolet, you know, took a good look at a lot of different teams and a lot of different people, and then you know, eventually came back to us, and you know, they came down and saw, you know, what we were doing and what we were about, and you know, once they made the visit, everything else seemed to go pretty smooth.
That's good for you. Peter, get in there. You're the engineer in a group here.
Well, just explain a little bit more about the platform. I know GM does a great job. I mean, I've had a lot of experience with John Heinrice, and, you know, especially working with him lately with the B-Spec Sonic program, and they are right down to every nut and bolt, so that I know GM is very detailed. Explain a little bit about the chassis that you're going to run. I know it's a Sonic platform and probably turbocharged, but give us a rundown of the specifications.
The car is a little bit different than the V-Spec car. It's actually drastically different than the V-Spec car. Difference will be a 2-liter motor, turbocharged, and it'll be all-wheel drive. So we're taking a normally front-wheel drive car. It's a transverse motor. We're turning the motor longitudinal, and then, you know, obviously putting a 4-wheel drive platform in it.
Jim Daniels, get in there.
Pat, you know, I'm always curious when I hear the words factory supported, being involved with a lot of programs myself over the years. I think our fans would really like to hear a little bit more details from a rally side of racing of what that might mean. What stage of factory supported are you at, and are you going to be calling yourself the factory team in this series?
You know, that's still in discussions, you know, what the actual team name will be there. We're still open for a title sponsor, so I would like to, you know, call us as factory supported team. Chevrolet has offered up, you know, all the engineering that we want from them. They are definitely taking care of the motor program. We're working back and forth. You know, we just had a meeting today with their engineers and their fabricators on the motor side.
Yeah, so it sounds like that they're doing the engine program totally, so you're not doing any of the engine stuff in-house. You're going to be delivered units already off the dyno and ready to go. Programming, tuning, and all that stuff is going to be GM. Does that mean they're going to have a GM support person, engine person at the track with the car, at the events with the car?
Yes, they're going to have some support. They're going to train 2 of our technicians to look after the engines as well. But they've definitely offered up all of that.
Before we get out of here, Pat Moro is not going to tell you, he's a little too shy to say that there's a little cottage industry of racing in Central Ohio where his shops are located. IndyCar and Grand Am Rolex cars are there. They're being built behind closed doors. He's getting help from some of those engineers and from the Ohio State University School of Engineering that's working with him to make sure that happens. Pat, congratulations on a great program. Good luck. Do you have any idea quickly when you're going to be on the track?
That's still, I'm not allowed to let that out yet, so I kind of have to hold back on that one, but we'll be testing at the middle of next month for sure.
I'm going to gamble and say this doesn't come from him, but I'm going to gamble and say it's going to happen here in Los Angeles at the X Games round of Global RallyCross here in Los Angeles. That's just my speculation. Pat, it's good to talk to you again. Congratulations on a great program.
Thank you, Bill. It's good to talk to you, and thanks, Peter, and thanks, Jim.
The Racing Insiders on MAV TV every Thursday at 2 and 5 o'clock Eastern, and again on Saturdays at 12:30 midday.